Here, let me try my phone quick. I'm not sure, but it shouldn't have to do with the public Wi-Fi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as you are able as the St. Croix Central Choir sings our national anthem. Good evening, and welcome to the 2019 St. Croix Central High School commencement. My name is Kurt Soderberg, and I'm honored to be the principal at St. Croix Central. And on behalf of the dedicated staff throughout our district and the Board of Education, welcome. And thank you for being here as we celebrate the class of 2019. Tonight we pause to celebrate and pay tribute to this group of young men and women who tonight look to the past with fondness and to the future with hope. While many people impact the lives of our graduates, from the very beginning, the parents and families have been through the highs and lows, provided guidance, supported, and occasionally gave them a kick in the pants. Graduates, believe it or not, there is no step-by-step guide for parenting. We make mistakes. Parents are not perfect. But here's a news flash. Neither are you. But that's what makes life challenging and interesting and engaging. At this time, I'd ask the parents of our graduates to please stand and be recognized for their guidance, support, patience, and love. Thank you, parents. Looking around this crowd, I see many people who have set the foundation for these families. If you are a grandparent or a great-grandparent of a graduate, please stand and be recognized for your foundational contribution to the people they have become. Thank you, grandparents and great-grandparents. The St. Croix Central District has a tradition of excellence. Many of the people here tonight are directly tied to that tradition. If you graduated as a Roberts High School Eagle, or a Hammond High School Blue Jay, or a St. Croix Central Panther, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your contributions to our great tradition and our bright future. Friends, as you will see tonight, this class will demonstrate that they are talented and caring, creative, dedicated and fun, highly competitive, and very, very accomplished. Many of these attributes can be seen when you look at the cover of our graduation program. This beautiful cover was created by one of our talented seniors, Sarah Nyhus. She will be going to UW Stout to major in graphic design. Sarah, please stand and be recognized for your excellent work. Graduates, I'd like to give you one final task at SCC. However, you will not be allowed to reassess. So do your best the first time. Here's your task. Find the people who helped you get to this day and thank them. Teachers, staff members, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles and friends. Find them and really thank them. Look them in the eyes and say it. Or write it down. Texting, snapping, direct messaging, tweeting, that does not count. If you write it down, I guarantee they will read it at least 10 times, and they will keep it forever. Class of 2019, thank you for your deep and lasting contribution to our school, district, and community. You will be missed. Please come back and visit. Just remember to check in with Lori in the main office and remove your hats. Finally, in the words of a great American poet, Tim McGraw, always be humble and kind. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Austin Copass, and it is my honor to introduce to you this amazing group of young men and women that I have the pleasure of calling friends and fellow graduates. Graduates, please stand when you hear a category that applies to you. If you are an honor grad, stand if you have competed in any state-level competition. If you participated in Students Offering Support. If you took an advanced placement class. If you were part of a school play, choral, or instrumental music performance. If you are a 4-year athletic winner. If you are a member of the National Honor Society. If you have participated in a service project. Stand if you took a class at a local college or university. If you were a Pathfinder leader for freshman orientation. Stand if you are a 4-year academic letter winner. Please stand if you have competed or will compete in national level competitions. If you are an Eagle Scout or Gold Award winner. Stand if you have earned a technical diploma. If you served as a special education assistant. Stand if you took an online course or part of the virtual charter. Stand if you earned a scholarship of any kind. Stand if you created an art mural. And lastly, please stand if you have joined the military, law enforcement, or first responders. As you can see, the class of 2019 has excelled academically, in extracurriculars, and in service. How about another round of applause for this excellent group?
Good evening. My name is Tim Whitaker, and I am blessed and honored to be the superintendent at St. Croix Central. I'm incredibly proud of our school district and community, both as a parent and as superintendent. Over the last 6 years, I've been able to witness the outstanding work of these graduates and the support of our communities. The St. Croix Central mission statement is to prepare our students with exceptional character, knowledge, and skills to thrive in their changing world. And our mission statement is be a district respected by others as a model of excellence in student achievement. I have witnessed our students achieve excellence in academics, arts, and athletics countless times, as you've witnessed here tonight, as well as demonstrate leadership through a number of local, school, and community organizations. St. Croix Central has provided the graduates with many opportunities to showcase their talents, and they have certainly taken advantage of those opportunities. And tonight, we're here to recognize the academic achievement and milestone of this graduating class of 2019. Now, there have been a number of very influential people who have provided the graduates, the class of 2019, with guidance and molded them into the young men and women they are today. Mr. Soderberg had many of you recognize. I'd also like to have aunts, uncles, great aunts, and great uncles please stand and be recognized. Education is the only career that prepares every person for every job in the world. It's not a job that is taken lightly, and one that we are quite proud of at SCC. All St. Croix Central staff members, please stand and be recognized. Graduates, congratulations on reaching this milestone, and best wishes in your future endeavors. Continue to make us proud. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Good evening. My name is Olivia Wasley, and it is an honor to speak on behalf of my fellow graduates and look forward to seeing the next step in each of our lives. As Benjamin Franklin once said, to the generous mind, the heaviest debt is that of gratitude, when it is not in our power to repay it. Over the many years on our way to earn a high school diploma, we've had many individuals that impacted our growth and success. They formed us into the people that we are today without expecting anything in return. Now we would like to take a moment to thank those that we'll forever be indebted to. To our teachers, thank you for never giving up on us. You have taught each of us so much about ourselves and the world around us through your patience, kind words, and determination. There was never a moment of hesitation to help us, whether it was staying late after school to go over practice problems, coming in early to have study sessions, or going through each little mistake on our tests. Your busy schedules to help us succeed go above and beyond. As teachers, you are role models and mentors to each student that walked through your doors. You opened our eyes to future possibilities and achievements. Thank you for your countless hours you have put into your education. It has not gone unnoticed. To our parents and family, thank you for sticking by us for the last 18 years of our lives. You were there for us when we could not do anything by ourselves. You always caught us when we fell and held our hands through the biggest moments in our lives. As little kids, you watched us hop on those bikes and ride away without our training wheels on, all the while holding back the tears in your eyes. You always welcomed our friends into your home and made sure we had a roof over our heads and food in our bellies. As parents, you had to sit on the sidelines for events later on in our lives because you knew we were ready. When we turned 16, you watched as we drove away in our new cars and honked, waving goodbye. Today we sit in these seats as graduates and adults about to take on a whole new world. However, we will never forget to come home and visit the loved ones that have always been and always will be there for us. Thanks, Mom and Dad. To our coaches, thank you for putting in the countless hours to give our teams the best chance at becoming successful. You were there through the good, the bad, and the ugly. As coaches, you led us to unexpected victories and helped us get back after those tough losses. You taught us some of the most important life lessons through your communication and sportsmanship. You helped us become team players and work for more than just ourselves. You pushed us time and time again to be the best version of ourselves and expected nothing less. Coaches, thank you for your patience and guidance through our final games of our high school careers and every game that led up to that moment. To our guidance, lunch, office, and custodial staff, thank you for putting up with us. These individuals have always had smiles on their faces while picking up on our slack. Whether they are walking through the halls or just stopping in to stay hi, they never failed to make us feel important. Guidance counselors were forced to listen to all our teenage problems, judgment-free. They led us through some of the saddest and happiest days. The lunch ladies came to work every day smiling, cracking jokes, and making small talk. The office ladies were always having to sign us in when we were late to class and keeping track of our busy schedules. Janitors went out of their way to help create the safest, cleanest environment for our success. Thank you. Last but not least, we owe a large debt of gratitude to those that we have lost over the years. Some of the most important people in our lives are not able to be with us today, and we would not be where we are without them. They have shaped us into stronger individuals through their life stories and experiences. At this time, the class of 2019 would like to take a moment to remember Mrs. Karen Lenzer. May she rest in peace. As we were the last class she had for a full year before she started treatment. Mrs. Lenzer was our 6th grade literacy teacher that passed away from cancer about 2 years ago. Mrs. Lenzer is a woman we should all aspire to be, and thank her with the utmost gratitude in shaping the lives of the students that we are today. Congratulations, class of 2019. We made it and developed lifelong connections with those that helped make it here. We are indeed indebted with gratitude to them all. Thank you.
Wow. Exactly how I pictured it. My name is Mr. Reimer. I am the art teacher here at the high school and the overall inspiration behind much of the success here in this building. I have spent a lot of time with our valedictorian over the years, and over the years we've all been inundated with funny and awkward family videos, Christmas visits from the Grinch, and a strange obsession with 60s pop rock. Aside from his grades, his biggest accomplishments are all the memories, the laughs, and the smiles that he's brought to the SCC student body and the staff over his tenure here. You may have seen him perform as Mr. Holler in the school musical All Shook Up, or seen him at the elementary school as an SOS member over the last 2 years. He's made me look really good in his time here at the high school, and he's received numerous accolades as an artist on both the state and local levels, but most notably for his patriotic mural that can be found in our high school commons. His 4.0 was quite an accomplishment, but the memories and the relationships he formed while here at SCC are a true testament to his character. I wish him the best of luck next year as he continues to build the Bob Ross fan club at St. Thomas University. I am honored to introduce one of your class of 2019 valedictorians, the man whose hair went on a surfing safari, the last of the lineage and the only state football champion and undefeated high school wrestler in his family. I'm going to miss you next year, Mr. Samuel Malchek.
Thank you, Mr. Reimer. Thank you, students, staff, family, friends, and alumni for being here to celebrate the class of 2019. I'm so incredibly honored to speak on behalf of my class. I apologize if I seem nervous. Before I came up here, I just kept thinking, you better not mess this up, don't mess this up, dum-dum. Actually, that was just a text from my mom. I'm the youngest of the 4 Malachek children. My oldest brother Marcus, 7 short years ago, was actually the valedictorian of his class as well. He memorized his speech, so I thought that I should too. Looking back on our time at SCC, there's so much to go over. Elementary school was a time of learning social constructs like say please and thank you and don't look over someone else's stall in the bathroom. Nap time was our pain, snack time was our gain. 2019 wasn't even a real year back then. We thought teachers were making it up. It's nice to reminisce the feeling of absolute royalty when you got to sit next to that stuffed panther during story time with Ms. Bartos in the library. Maybe when you would show off to your friends the sick erasers you bought at the Scholastic Book Fair. In gym class, when we saw that swinging rope station was set up, being allowed to climb that pole all the way to the ceiling. I mean, we weren't allowed to run the halls, but we'll be damned if they're not going to climb all the way up there. It's okay. There is a 1-inch pad on the floor. And of course, the last month of school, when it was the least stressful time of our lives, those were the days. In middle school, we went through some of the most drastic changes of our lives. People went from, look at me, I can fit 20 cheese puffs into my mouth, to never look at me again or I'll die. Back to, look at me, I'm 6 feet tall. The whip was no longer a tool used on horses to make them neigh-neigh, which was previously just a sound. The boys' locker room was like a war zone of odors. Axe body spray being used like tear gas, wet socks like landmines, lockers were like bunkers filled with gym shorts that were brought in at the beginning of the year and never saw a washing machine again. In the girls' locker room, we honestly had no idea what kind of sorcery went on in there. They always came out clean and looking fine. And in middle school, we also found out what kind of music we liked, what our learning styles were, and what we saw for ourselves in the future. And of course, just under 4 years ago, we started our high school journey. The staff and older students were introduced to a very conspicuous class. Coaches had their brows peaked at our athletes, and the teachers realized what a unique and hard-grouping group of kids we were. That was back when we only had 20-some people at the #1 rank. As freshmen, we immediately shook up the interclass dynamic when we championed the homecoming skit. Yes, I'm going to talk about it. It was awesome. Student sections became all the more energetic and loud with the participation of our class. Sophomore year, our football team made it to state for the first time in almost 30 years. Everyone realized how fun it was to have the last game at Camp Randall, and we said, wow, we should do that 2 more times. And that's what happened. Although during our junior and senior year, the football team didn't have their bench warmer extraordinaire, so maybe that's an explanation for the outcomes. We also saw the election of the first president to ever get into a Twitter battle with Cher. With homework, we learned how to get 30 minutes of work done in 8 hours, and 8 hours of work done in 30 minutes. The out-of-class workload could be so stressful and so saddening at times. Even the study halls were in tears. Junior year, aka prep for the ACT and figure out the rest of your life slowpoke year, was when we learned how resilient we could be as a class. Some questioned if it was all worth a piece of paper. I'm glad you all realized it was. By senior year, we realized how strong of a class we had. Maybe the strongest ever. I mean, look at Nate Barron's arms. What a beefcake. I always heard this dribble drabble about a supposed senior slide. Let me tell you, with 4 extracurriculars, 3 murals, 3 AP courses, and 2 musical theater productions, I experienced much more of a senior uphill battle, and the hill was on fire. I would now like to send some well-deserved thank yous to our incredible staff that have made these 4 years all the more fascinating, challenging, and enjoyable. Thank you to our math teachers. We could always count on you. Thank you to our Phi-Ed instructors. I'm glad everything worked out. Thank you, music teachers, for showing us how to think sharp and stay out of trouble. To my art teacher, Mr. Reimer, I'm drawing a blank. To our language arts teachers, whether we learned, are learning, or will learn, thank you for always being intense. Now, I only make chemistry puns periodically, but thank you to our science teachers for letting us know we matter. Especially Mr. Tackman. He does this thing I call the Windex laugh. It's for anything he doesn't really find funny, but he feels too rude not to laugh at all. You know. Now, to my classmates, I want to leave you with this. We've been through so many trials and tribulations as a class. Broken bones, skinned knees, canceled field trips, Algebra 2. But let me tell you, in the years to come, those won't be the memories you cherish. It'll be the friendships you built, the relationships you had, and the amazing times you had with the people here. Andy Bernard from The Office once said, "I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you left them." Well, I'm telling you right now, these were some of the goodest old days of them all. I wish you all the best of luck. Catch you on the flippity flip. Thank you.
I get to present after Sam Elichek. Said no one ever. Hi, my name is Tara Hinsman. I am one of the science teachers here, Science Olympiad coach, and hug expert. It is such an honor to introduce our next valedictorian speaker, Miss Mariana Buckle. I have had the privilege of being Mariana's teacher and Science Olympiad coach for the past 4 years. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on Mariana and her awesome hair that there was something about Mary. The older people will get that. Mariana is the epitome of who we want our students to be. She's incredibly smart, a great athlete, a hard worker, and most importantly, she's a great person. Mariana has a solid foundation that I believe has helped make her so successful. That foundation would be her family. Her family is very knowledgeable, fun, and realistic, which are all strong traits that have been passed along to Mariana. Johnny and Chris Buckle, thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach Mary. You guys have done a great job, yet again. Mariana is a strong leader, whether it be on the volleyball court or in Science Olympiad. She's reliable, realistic, and without a doubt, someone who I'd want to be a part of my team. She leads by example. She possesses a great sense of integrity. She knows her mind and follows it, not the crowd. Mariana is not afraid to try new things. She thinks, she researches, and then she does whatever it is she wants to do. For example, she booked a solo flight to Utah, an Airbnb, and a college campus tour. At her age, I'd be way too scared to do anything like that. But what a successful trip it was. Mariana will be attending Westminster College in Salt Lake City. She has such a brave, adventurous spirit. I just love that about you, Mary. As I reflect back on all Mary's accomplishments, I can't help but think of all the awesome things that are yet to come from her. My kid said I was gonna cry. I was like, I'm not gonna cry. I feel like nothing can hold her down. She is the type of person that will make things happen. Expect greatness from this young woman. Mary, I'm so thankful for all your smiles and hugs. I'm grateful for the time that we had in class, outside of class, and the fun during Science Olympiad. There's a whole new world waiting for you with new success and goals. Make many friends, but do not forget the old ones that will always love you. I'm so proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Mariana Buckle.
It's going to take me a second to get the papers together, so sorry. So Sam had the task of looking back and reflecting over the years, and it's my job to talk about the future. Class of 2019, it is a great honor to be with you all tonight. When I began to work on this speech, I asked my mom, who knows a thing or two about writing, on what quote to use as an attention getter. My mom, or as many of you know as Mrs. Buckle, suggested I use Albert Einstein. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. The class of 2019 has undoubtedly celebrated success throughout our time as students, but now is certainly the time to find value in our future. When we walk through these hallways for the last time as students tonight, we will of course admire the value we have contributed to St. Croix Central, the state trophies and athletic plaques lined on the walls, the CAD lab projects, the breathtaking murals, the new theater with its incredible shows and programs. You can see it in our dual enrollment status, as some of us received post-secondary diplomas before even receiving our diplomas tonight. And finally, I would argue most importantly, you can see it in our academic successes, in the fact that we had over 60 honor graduates presented with awards on Wednesday night. But, just as we have found success, we have only begun to discover our value. It is time to walk through these hallways and leave through the doors to make an impact and assert our value elsewhere. We all have our own plans. Some of you are planning to attend college to study psychology and health, to make an impact by addressing and curing mental illness and addiction, something that plagues our society today. Others will study the sciences while at school to impact our world through new life-saving technologies and environmental protection. Still others will choose to carve their own paths in the workforce. A college degree, as we know, is not a necessity to make an impact in life. As you can see, I do agree with Einstein's quote, but because I'm stubborn, I sought out more advice. So I went to my dad, Mr. Buckle, better known as Buck, for help. He told me to use the quote that a former student painted above his classroom door. And for those of you who have not been in his classroom recently, or have been, but were distracted by the mural depicting him as one of the faces of Mount Rushmore. The quote is none other than Walt Whitman, "Oh me, oh life, that you are here, that life exists in identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse." I do love this quote, and I have no doubt that this exceptional group of people that I have studied with for so long will find a way to contribute their own verse in life, whether it be through military service, defending our great nation, or for those working in classrooms, influencing our next generation. Thank you, St. Croix Central, for allowing us to find success in our own ways, to practice our verse, and to discover our personal niche. Both of the quotes that my parents suggested are befitting for this group, but just as we all need to grow up and stop relying upon our parents and teachers to help us, mine of which conveniently are both, I wanted to contribute my own favorite quote to this message. Author Marcus Zusak, in my favorite novel, I Am the Messenger, said, "Maybe everyone can live beyond what they are capable of." To me, this is the epitome of the class of 2019. We were not just a strong group in academics, in just athletics, in just the arts. We were a strong group in every way possible. The future is a time to discover our potential in whichever paths we take, and then surpass this potential and live beyond what we think we're capable of. The future is closer than we think, and we must choose our pathways. To whatever path you may take, whether that be career, college, military, family, after tonight you have officially started this journey. It is up to each and every one of us to live our lives no matter the obstacles we may face. It is also up to all of us to continue to positively influence others, just as we have done throughout our time here. We will soon be recognized as individuals rather than as one, but we will always hold the glowing reputation that is the class of 2019. Later tonight, we will celebrate our last hurrah as a class of this school, and afterwards, sadly, we will have to present our IDs to even come back in the building. This will just be a place to us now, a finished chapter. The rest of our lives will be filled with successes, mistakes, learning, and so much more. However we travel, I hope we all continue on our path. Class of 2019, tonight begins the rest of our lives, and I'm so excited to see how each and every one of you lives beyond what you're capable of. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Claire Frankwitz, and I am honored as one of the co-valedictorians to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. I want to begin by congratulating the exceptional class of 2019, which I was lucky enough to be a part of. We are a unique and extremely gifted class in many areas, including academics, athletics, and the arts. This is apparent because we have 8 valedictorians and over 60 honor graduates. We have had teams win conference championships, teams and individuals go to state, and individuals break school records. In the arts, we have some of the best artists to ever come through this school, and if you look at the murals in the Commons or attend any of the musicals or concerts, you have been witness to this. While many of us are highly self-motivated, we were obviously influenced by many teachers over the years. Today, we have chosen one individual to represent all of the exceptional teachers we have had. I was fortunate enough to have this amazing lady as my teacher for not one class, but 2. Coming in as freshmen, I think many of us thought she was the strict and scary teacher who none of us hoped to have. However, the first day we sat in her class, she proved us to be very wrong with her lighthearted attitude. I can be certain that no other teacher would perform a crazy dance in front of the class, nor have as memorable a laugh as her. In addition to this, she really connects with many students. It's hard to come by teachers that go out of their way to consociate with students, but she is unique in that way. Through her life advice or funny stories, you can tell that she really values all of us as people, and is definitely someone we can count on in time of need. When picking our keynote speaker, we could think of no one better to bid farewell to our class than her. So without further ado, please help me welcome Mrs. Jessica Wolf to the stage.
Good evening. I kind of feel a little bit like Buckle before the bus races. He said, "Why did I agree to do this?" So at least my life is not on the line, and he did have a roll cage. So thank you, class of 2019, for inviting me to speak at your graduation. I'm humbled and yet feel great pride as a result of your invitation. Some of you may take pleasure in the fact that this is the last time you have to hear me speak, but others will probably, hopefully, feel a little bit of disappointment at the fact that these are my final words to you. Regardless of the category that you fall in, I want you to know that I have truly enjoyed almost every moment that we've had together. When I was asked to speak at your graduation, I was really taken aback. While creating this speech, a few million thoughts were running through my head. What will my last words of incredible wisdom be? Which Michael Scott quote should I choose? Can I do a retake if my speech is terrible? Can I use my resources? Should I Google it? But in fact, I did find some inspiration. But I also remembered Ebbinghouse's Forgetting Curve, AP Psychs. You better know what that is. And most of you will end up forgetting what I say in the next 20 minutes. So I'm not going to worry, and I'm going to keep it short for you. I just have a few pieces of wisdom that I would like to pass on to you. You can take it or leave it. I'm sure your parents have already said some of these, but sometimes children have a tough time just hearing their parents. So here we go. Be true to yourself. You're the only one that has to live with you. It's impossible to please everyone. Just come to terms with it. Not everyone's gonna like you. The only person that needs to approve of you is you. Keep your head up, literally and figuratively. You should never have your head in your rear end. So, you can see and experience the world only if you're in it. Look around and take in the beauty that is all around you. Another Benjamin Franklin quote, "Those who lie with dogs rise up with fleas." It's one of my favorite. Make good choices in who you decide to associate with. People may judge your character based on who you're around. Do not let others' poor decisions impact you. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Some of my psychology students may recognize this quote. It was advice from a 93-year-old to younger generations. I thought I had it all figured out at the ripe old age of 16, but life has a funny way of reminding us that we don't, and it's always okay to ask questions. Somebody is always going to be smarter or better than you, and it's going to be okay. The stupid ones are the ones who don't learn from others' mistakes. And I'm not going to call anyone out on this one. So, do good for others. Many times we focus too much on the bad in life, but life, relationships, and happiness are rooted in how we express caring for our mankind. Never underestimate the power of the little things. Look up and see the world. Smile at others. These little moments create the big things in life and help us remember what is important. We can have a large impact in the world by doing the little things. Giving blood so another can see and breathe another day. Money to further cancer research. Or just a smile to let others know you know. When my husband and I found ourselves at Children's Hospital this past couple of weeks, with our 2-year-old son, we were reminded, not so gently, of those important little moments. After being in bed for several days, it was a big moment to get him to stand up out of bed. Getting him to drink 4 ounces of juice was a cause for celebration. But the biggest moments of all were to finally see him smile again, being able to hold him without IVs, and finally being able to tell him that we're going home. It's amazing how quickly we take for granted these little things. Soon you will all start wishing that you had just one more survey or one more schedule sitting in your email inbox. We also hold the power to have a large impact with small things. There's an excerpt from a book by Margaret Weiss that sums this up. You do not have to be a king or a monarch to have a significant impact on the world around you. In the vastness of the ocean, is any drop of water greater than another? No, you answer. And neither has a single drop the ability to cause a tidal wave. But if a single drop falls into the ocean, it creates ripples, and these ripples spread. And perhaps these ripples grow and swell, and eventually break, foaming upon the shore. Like a drop in the vast ocean, each of us causes ripples as we move through our lives. The effects of whatever we do, insignificant as it may seem, spread out beyond us. We may never know what far-reaching impact even the simplest action can have on others. Thus, we need to be conscious all the time of our place in the ocean, of our place in the world, of our place among our fellow creatures. For if enough of us join forces, we can swell the tide of events. Congratulations, class of 2019. Go out there and make some waves.
Okay, at this time we will now present the awarding of the diplomas. The first group may come forward. Samuel D. Molachek. Mark Copass. Mariana Lucille Buckle. Samantha Ryan Dino. Olivia Jean Wasley. Claire Beth Frankowitz. Mackenzie Marie Emery. Hannah Rose Schweckler. Olivia May Adrian. Elizabeth Ann Anderson. Alexis K. Anderson. Mackenzie Marie Anderson. Rebecca Marie Anderson. Taya Shalise Anderson. Michaela Marie Awney. Jason William Bechtel. Bryce Matthew Becker. Nathan Bradley Behrens. Keegan Dane Berg. Tyler Michael Berg. Hank Scott Berger. Elizabeth Paige Bland. Abigail Lindsay Venture. Mason Charles Bohada. Olivia Grace Boyd. Sydney Linwood Boyd. Bryce Edward Brady. Jeremiah T. Brandon. Gabrielle Simone Brazina. Caitlin M. Bruzewitz. Colin James Burns. Brianna Barbara Burton. David Joseph Bush. Trinity Rose Carlson. Braden Michael Cave. Megan Ann Cave. Colin Shaw. Caitlin Ray Cody. Catherine Rosemary Cottrell. Emily Ray Davenport. Nathan Paul Davis. Molly Jan Diaz. Hunter Hugh Doonan. Aaron R. Eberhardt. Alyssa Marion Edison. Sean Cade Felberg. Alyssa Michelle Garza. Emily Ann Gatsky. James Geiger. Tyler Scott Gerhardt. Caitlin Lee Goodman. Coral Irene Gronquist. Anna Marie Gunderson. Riley James Hackbart. Tristan Hackemuller. Marie Jane Hamlin. Abigail Yvonne Hammer. Christopher Brian Harney. Jacob Hine. Nicole Madison Hedlebed. Evan Blake Hill. Garrett Thomas Henriksen. Kylie Sue Hodnefield. Joseph Schindler Hugh. Mason Riley Iverson. Ethan Glenn Johnson. Nicole Marjorie Johnson. Casey Ann Jorgensen. Zachary Nicholas Jordines. Lila Marie Corchet. Corey Kuzlik. Labuse. Dylan Thomas Lane. Brian Benjamin Larson. Michael David Lefebvre. Caleb Eric Lent. Cooper Douglas Lutke. Ashley Morgan Mann. Carly Signey Martinez. Katrina Melanie McMartin. Brandon Lee Miller. Parker Dane Mishler. Catherine Louise Morehauser. Claire Elizabeth Mall. Haley Sue Mueller. Kaylee Marie Muller. Jacob Joseph Murtha. Derek Todd Meyer. Lily Grace Nazars. Allison J. Nelson. Brittany Elizabeth Newbarth. Peyton Lawrence Nogel. Sarah Elizabeth Nyhus. Connor James O'Brien. Tyler Paul Olson. Blake Travis Olson. Maya Marie Olson. Talon Orff. Jacob Parnell. Devin Michael Riley. Jana Lee Rice. Seth J. Roberts. Sierra Ray Rawlings. Kelton James Roseboom. Kelvin Solmi. Ian Alexander Scarl. Tyrell M. Schoonover. Anthony Ryan Skoglund. Olivia Rose Smith. William Donald Soderberg. Joseph Spitzmuller. Abigail Rebecca Stark. Michael Gregory Steinmetz. Makara Cheryl Strong. Josephine May Sundin. Elizabeth Marie Thone. Russell Paul Thomas. Jackson Elliott Tokheim. Rebecca Mary Chance. Maya Villeneuve. Hannah Marie Wayhausen. Gabrielle E. West. Abigail Lee Whitaker. Mandy Ray Wilberg. Matthew Wilcox. Brianna Therese Williquette. Mariah Kayleen Withuski. Brianna Frenette.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Schweckler, and I am joined up here by Samantha Dino. We are honored to be able to introduce the 2019 Senior Slideshow to all of you. We believe that the slideshow we are about to watch perfectly embodies the class of 2019. It shows that we are ambitious, caring, friendly, loving, talented, and humorous, all at the same time.
We would like to extend a huge thanks to Sam Malachik and Hank Berger for creating the slideshow, as well as everyone who sent in pictures. They were a huge help, and it was really amazing to see all of the different memories that we had forgotten about. Please enjoy joining the class of 2019 in our trip back through our years here at St. Croix Central.
I was thinking about this the other day. She goes, I'm getting upset.
You guys were so quirky. That was the funny thing.
You're my baby, so how can I say that without getting upset?
When you guys came in as 10th graders, I had no idea that I was going to fall in love with this class, but I did.
You've always been a class that's been full of life and fun. I think that even when you're learning and you're in the classroom, you're always trying to have fun and enjoy yourselves.
You had humor, you had jokesters, you had the serious, and then the not so serious. So you gave us a run for our money, so go get a class of 2019.
The quirkiness of your group, I will miss, and I wish all of you the best. How innovative you were, how strong your personalities were, and how competitive you were, and how you used that for all the successes you've had since 6th grade till now.
They weren't afraid to find something that they were passionate about and follow it. They didn't get into peer pressure. They went for it.
It wasn't as cliquey as a lot of the other classes. It was really just one big group of friends.
How genuine, kind, caring, and true to themselves every one of them were.
I remember the time we were pounding on tables, singing karaoke, and just learning to do everything, and we just cared about each other.
This class is very special to me because they were my first class at St. Croix Central. I wish them the best of luck. You guys are awesome. Never stop believing in yourself. When others doubt, don't doubt yourself.
Do what you love to do.
No one knows better than you,
Life's too short to live others' dreams.
so live your own.
Push yourself to reach your goals.
And live the life you were meant to.
Trust your instincts.
Be true to yourself.
You know what is right for you. Never give up or give in.
Forget the words, I don't know how.
You can learn.
You can research. You can do whatever you put your mind to.
Your mind is powerful.
When you believe you can.
You will find a way.
So don't waste a single day.
Persist and persevere.
Do not fear.
Because if you believe in you, you will find your dreams can come true.
May all your dreams turn into goals.
And remember, all of life is a choice.
The decision is up to you.
Believe in yourself.
Dare to be whatever you want to be.
Now go out there.
Go out there.
Go out there.
Now go out there. The world is yours. We can't wait to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the St. Croix High School 2019 graduates.